Hello everybody, and today I'm going to be showing you some of the pictures and video that I took while I was on holiday in Padstow, Cornwall. Let's get into it. So starting off with the famous Brunel rail bridge over the River Tamar near Saltash. This was amazing to see. I've seen it a few times before, but it always takes my breath away every time. Then I saw this sand dredger trying to keep the bay nice and deep. Speaking of, this is the view from my bedroom. Beautiful! You are going to have to put up with a fair few clips that I took out of my window because the view from here was just beautiful. Whoa, like you can see the bay and... wow, it's incredible. Then we went on a walk on a coastal path where I saw this tiny little island. Missed the island rescue, anybody? I recorded this clip to show to a friend to tell them where I was. And you can just see how old and like classical the house was. I really liked it. It felt like sort of Agatha Christie feel to it. It was beautiful. Then I went to the Bodmin and Wenford Railway, but no one cares about that. Just kidding, I filmed a bunch of footage there and it'll probably be out maybe next week? Not sure. Either way, keep an eye out for it. Once we got back to Padstow, we went and had dinner in one of the little pubs they had there. I had some fish and chips and they were beautiful. Then I filmed this amazing shot of the harbour. It was so still and quiet in the evening.
Seagulls are nicking the crabbing stuff. I can obviously taste the bacon. That's pretty funny.
Then we went to Padstone Museum, which was in the old station building. Naturally, they had a lot of stuff to do with the railway that was once there, including the nameplate for the Bullied West Country that was named Padstow. That was really cool. Not only did they have that, but they had the crest as well! Whoa! I was not expecting to find this. I found this picture of the Padstow engine itself passing a level crossing in Weybridge just up the line. They also had this Southern Railway signboard, which I find rather amusing. They had this poster showing a track plan for the train facilities that were once there, as well as a key showing where the different photos were taken. If you look at the map you can see the letters and it shows you where the photos were taken, so that's really cool. If you're scared of lobsters or crabs, skip to 414. You're welcome. Speaking of lobsters, next we visited the Lobster Hatchery on the quay. They had loads of marine wildlife there, starting off with this cute little shrimp. They also had an absolutely gigantic lobster. Whoa, that thing was big. And another one. Okay, you may be starting to notice the trend of the Lobster Hatchery. There was a lot of lobster. Then they had this fish, which was perfectly summed up by me.
Look at that thing, that's weird.
Then they had this very big crab, which I liked. And some starfish! These guys are awesome! Look at them! Then they had this other crab with some super brave fish swimming around it. And you also could see into the laboratory where everything goes on through these little convenient windows that they had, so that was very good. And then I found this blue lobster who was super cool colour.
This one's in a cup. He's in a cup, look at that. Oh.
They also had these brick arches for pregnant lobsters, and they were calling this tank the Maternity Ward, which I found hilarious. And these little guys are what it's all about. These are newly hatched lobsters in the tank waiting to be adopted. Basically, the way you adopt a lobster is you pay the Lobster Hatchery a bit of money and they give you a certificate, you get to name your lobster, and they'll send you updates whenever something happens to your lobster, like if they've reached a stage in growing up where something happens to them, like they're moved to a different tank or something. Then I went into the upstairs of the hatchery where you can see all the way across the river. The river follows the tides since it's so close to the sea, so it too has a rising and falling water level which reveals the treacherous sandbanks that this place is known for. That dredger I showed you at the start of the video was trying to keep the sandbanks low enough that boats can go over them without getting grounded on them. Actually, I think that's it. That's the dredger. Sand Snipe of Padstow. There it is.
I've just found this random parrot in the middle of Padstow. There he is. Yeah. Aww. Okay, we're crabbing at the moment, and I'm really wanting to move to a different spot because that big fish, the biggest one in there, that big brown one, apparently it's called a weaver fish, and they are incredibly poisonous. So that's not good, exactly.
Okay, backstory to this. The people who told us that that was poisonous were two lads in their 20s who were fishing next to us, and literally it turned out it was just a goby. They are not poisonous, they're very common in harbours, and I wasn't in any danger whatsoever. We still ended up throwing it back straight after I filmed this, so here's a clip of that. First we threw back the little silverfish, which we think was called a minnow. Here you can just see him, slightly closer to the left than the centre, swimming happily away. Then we released the other two. We think both of them were gobies, but we didn't know that at the time. Both of them went straight over towards the wall, presumably so seagulls can't see them. Then we went to a theme park which I think was called Camel Creek Adventure Park. I'm not sure because we just kept calling it Creely. It seemed like a direct copy of the place, and then being so close, maybe it was. One way or another, they had these adorable sociable meerkats. They were lovely to just sit and watch. They had these birds, which I think need oiling. And some chooks. The chooks were just chilling in the sun. And I think there might be a bit of time for a cheeky game of Spot the Bird. Where's he gone? Then there were these ants with a very strategic method of carrying leaves into their nest, which was very satisfying to watch actually. Fish? Very colourful fish. Then there were more birds. And more birds. Then there were these sleepy rats which were absolutely adorable. Then there was this cute ferret which was running around. More wabbitses and more The Hobbit references. Even more. These ones are cute. Adele from AR Productions told me once that he used to have a rabbit, so I hope this brings back some happy memories for you. Then there was this thing. I can't even remember what it was called, but it was definitely very tired, as you can see. Then there was Guinea Pigs. Oh, these guys just get cuter and cuter every time you see them. Look at this one, he's just sipping his water. Oh, they're adorable.
Look how fluffy these guys are! Oh, they're so precious! Oh, look at him, he's sipping his water. That is the cutest thing. Oh.
This rabbit somehow managed to loaf, like a cat. Then there was more fish. Wow, we're seeing a lot of aquatic animals this holiday.
Okay, if you play a lot of Minecraft, you probably know what this is.
The orange ones are platies and
It's
guppies.
an axolotl!
I'm going to name him George. I know that's probably not his name, but it just fits him. And they had ducks! Oh, look at them! Oh, I love ducks. I know for a theme park there doesn't seem to be many rides. That's because I'm not stupid, so I don't film when I'm on the rides. So I've been filming a lot of the animals, but there are more rides than just this one, which seems to be the only one I filmed.
And then we can come back another day. Okay, so don't worry.
Then we went into this super cool reptile house, where I saw this super chilled out lizard.
Look at this cheeky fella. You just chilling there?
We're crabbing again, and there is an old lifeboat. That's beautiful. Wow. What a stunner of a boat. Then I took this picture looking out across the river, which I think is just stunning. And this one looking at the harbour with the sunset in the background. And this one of an old pub with its lights on. Man, I must have loved taking photos that evening. The next day, while going to Trevone Beach, I found in the car park this awesome Toyota Celica rally car. Seeing as the UK car scene is basically just Ford Fiestas with massive exhausts, finding something like this is legendary.
If this thing is yours, I love you.
Then I struck gold again in a different part of the car park by finding this Lamborghini Huracan overlooking the beach. This was an amazing find for me, because the fact that it was overlooking the beach provided some amazing opportunities for shots. I mean, look at it though, and that stripe. Whoa! I got even more of a laugh when later in the day some Peugeot convertible turned up next to it as if to say, my car's as good as yours. Then I found this jellyfish just sitting on the sand. I think it might have been dead, but it still looked kinda cool to see it. We then went fishing in the nearby rock pools and found an absolute abundance of small fish and shrimp. Don't worry though, after we had a good look at them, we released all of them back. And then I broke out you know what. Yep, the Lego trains came on this holiday. And then came the final evening. I opened the window and sat for 10 minutes, just to enjoy the quiet and stillness of such a pretty scene as this. I've really enjoyed this holiday. Despite that we got to do lots of things, it's been nice and quiet and laid back. Tomorrow we're going to go into Padstow and have a look round one last time, before heading home. The next day, we did indeed go into Padstow, where I saw the old lifeboat one last time. I also noticed there was a cute little dog just chilling in the old lifeboat. Here he is. Oh, he's so cute. He's just sitting there. That's adorable. I also found this cheeky chappy, who looked very happy with himself for some reason. I then had a go at getting a nice panoramic shot of the harbour, with which I'm going to end off the video. I really hope you enjoyed the video, everybody. Keep an eye out for that Bodmin and Wenford vid, should be out this Sunday I think. And I really hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. Bye bye.